stock when he comes into town, so we're looking forward to that. The next thing that's coming up, December 12th, here at the Community Park Building, will be the IDOT meeting. There is a couple proposals that I've heard on what they want to do on County Line Road. And that meeting will be conducted by IDOT, and they will have a program showing through between 4 and 7, showing the different options that they're going to present, and it's going to be determined by what feedback they get from the people, and also money is going to drive what they're going to be able to do. So the next thing that we're going to have, Carrie sent the letter on purchase of the farm property that we own. And I think in the future, if the board decides that's what we want to do, we'll actually go through a realtor. And I actually talked to a realtor, and just to give you some numbers, the farmland we own, 38 acres, on average in Kankakee County goes for $269 per acre on rent. So that farmland, what we have right now, would bring us $10,222. Now that's an average in the county. It could be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. The farmland goes for $8,700 an acre. So our 38 acres would be worth $330,600. So I talked to a realtor to get these numbers who deals in farm properties. And they go by what other farm properties in the area is selling for. And I think if we looked at that, the first thing we would do would be to contact Aqua to see if they would be interested in purchasing it for an expansion of the plant, because that's the reason we originally bought the property. But we'll address that at a future date. But the letter that was sent to the village, I read through it, and I just wanted to bring it up at a meeting that we read it. We addressed the thing, but right now we're not going to take it any further than that.
I think we rent that out.
We do.
Yeah.
And our rent is generally $9,067.
Well, but that's an average, and it depends on, they'll go by what, generally what property in the area is going for.
So right now we're renting.
So we're close to.
Yeah, we're very close, and just I put those numbers out there just so everybody can understand what we're talking about. The next thing we have coming up is Grand Park Chamber of Commerce Craft Show at the elementary school, December 14th. And that is between 9 and 2 p.m. If you're interested in volunteering, maybe reach out to Connie Granger. She's always looking for people to come help. After that, we have our Christmas Day dinner here at the Community Park Building. More details will be available soon. Well, the sign-up sheets will be at the Village Hall as far as if you're interested in helping or if you're interested in having a meal. You could also reach out to Mr. Scott Dillman, or he's co-chair, and Mr. Bob Sherman, and they would have information for you. They're actually working on this. We don't have anything at the Village Hall right now, but it should be shortly. The next thing, businesses in the village right now have their holiday helper tags on the trees. Village Hall, the bank, Sharper Homes, Tracks, Flanagan's all have little cards hanging on their trees with little ideas that kids would look for, the presents they would like to help. If you could reach out and maybe pick up a tag or two, that would be very helpful to maybe brighten the kids' Christmas. And I spoke to Carrie about it. She said if you pick up a tag, if you want to drop them off in the Village Hall, they'll keep all the gifts there, and everything collected will be to help out, our community. They won't go to another town. They'll go right here and help out our families.
Yeah,
And-
these are families specifically that Rachel Malkowski reaches out to, and yeah.
So you can stop at any of the businesses. There's tags on, everybody has them displayed. If you want to pick one up or two or as many as you want, I'm sure that'll brighten the kids' Christmas up. And the last thing I have is our next fest meeting will be December 18th at 6 p.m. at the Village Hall, and we'll be wrapping up details for our February 1st fundraiser. So that's all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ben.
If I could add one
Hold on, Gary first. Gary
One
first.
thing concerning the Christmas Day dinner, a lot of people think that dinner is designed basically for the less fortunate,
Uh-huh.
which is not the case.
Uh-huh.
It's also for people adults or older people that find themselves home alone because their kids are elsewhere.
Mhm.
So it's a nice way to get together with other people. So it's open to everyone that would care to come to that.
Yes, I've gone twice because my kids are older and when they go off and do their own thing, you got nothing to do. Go have,
Same
come
with
up
my
here and have a
particular
nice
thing,
Christmas lunch. Socialize with the community. It's a good time. And you leave with a lot of food. I think at one time they sent me home with a ham, a bunch of fruit.
And I'm sure.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's a good time. Community and yeah. What did you have to say then?
We try and record these meetings for the public and put them on YouTube. And tonight we're experiencing all kinds of internet difficulties. We use Verizon and T-Mobile to try and get internet connection, and both of them are failing tonight. So this meeting is going to be in a couple of parts, and you're not going to see the whole meeting, sorry, but it's because we've lost the internet. So hopefully at some point we'll connect to fiber optic provider and be able to get a decent internet.
Well, I got an
And
update
they're
on
doing a
that too.
good job in the village.
Thanks.
Hey, don't worry, I'll recap it at the next meeting. I'll just recap the whole thing. You know how I love it. Thank you, Ben and Gary. Buildings and grounds, Miss Robin Bruni.
I have nothing tonight since we have, vote on switching the employee holiday from Lincoln's birthday, which is on February.
So we discussed this before, sorry to cut you off. We discussed this before. I don't know what had happened. I think we had other things on the table. Are 3 non-union employee or 4 non-union employees? Well, I guess Carl doesn't count because he's salary. So Carrie, JD, and Steve had inquired before to the board and asked if they could possibly take one of the President's Day holidays that they have off that isn't as important. Not that none of the president's birthdays are important. This one just isn't as big of a federal holiday and exchange it for the day after Thanksgiving. We had discussed it before. It wasn't on the agenda, so we couldn't vote on it then. So now it's on the agenda to see if we could vote for this 2025 year coming up. They would work on February 12th instead of being off, and they would be off the day after Thanksgiving as a holiday on that day. The village, yes, would be closed Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I don't see it. Once out of the year, I don't think is a big deal, but go ahead, Ben.
I told Carrie if it was an idea that someone had to come in for a key pickup, I would be available.
Okay,
So that wouldn't be really an issue.
right,
We're open 5 days a week. A lot of people during that time of the year travel, they have guests. The last thing you want to do is have a day off, go back to work, maybe have the day off, so.
yeah. So is there a motion on the table to revise the non-union employee handbook for the year of 2025? Because obviously going forward, I don't know, you wouldn't have to change the date, but you'd have to change the date. But going forward, Lincoln's birthday will be exchanged for the day after Thanksgiving. So non-union employees will work on Lincoln's birthday and then they will be off the day after Thanksgiving with pay. Does everyone understand? I said it like 3 times, but
I would make the motion. There's
Okay.
just a little bit too much here to remember everything, but
Yeah.
so
what you said,
what we're gonna do is have the day after Thanksgiving off and they
Okay.
would work on Lincoln's birthday.
Yes.
So would that make it more,
yes,
okay,
yes.
so I would make that motion.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, who seconded?
Robin.
Okay, motion to exchange for non-union employees switching Lincoln's birthday for the day after Thanksgiving as a day off. Motion made by Mr. Della,
Yes.
seconded by Ms. Bruni,
Yes.
Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
Mr. Bassini. Yes. And Ms. Worrell.
Yes.
You don't have to say yes if you don't want to.
Don't understand.
Non-union employees.
I'm sorry, what?
What are non-union employees?
Our non-union employees are gonna be Carrie, Steve, and JD and Carl. We have 4 non-union employees.
Oh.
Oh, and all 9 of us are
So,
non-union employees.
they would- So the people. I don't know what to say. So there would be school is what I'm trying to say. I'm thinking,
It doesn't have anything to do with the school. It's just the village hall in our streets and alleys, people will be working on Lincoln's birthday. They will be off on Black
I was
Friday.
wondering how you're gonna do this with the school.
Oh, it doesn't have anything to do with the school. We don't have anything to do with the school.
Well,
We have our own holidays and they have their own holidays. Yeah, no, it doesn't have anything to do with the school.
If we need to, if there's a reason to open the village hall, I'll open it. Sometimes we have renters come in to pick up keys. So, we're open 5 days a week. And it's just because of, you have the day off for a holiday. A lot of times you have family and friends in, it's kind of hard to come back and then you're off again. So, we're, as the mayor said, President's holiday is important. But I think I'd rather have the day after Thanksgiving off instead of a president's holiday off.
Yeah. And I honestly don't even think February 12th is actually,
Not a federal.
yeah, it's not even a federal holiday. It just happens to be one of the protected holidays. So that's what they,
President's Day now in schools.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all day and now we have.
well, the reason I asked is if this really changed the holiday, that
the word school.
and school on Veterans Day, and, I mean, that's
Yeah, no, they do their
that's
own.
not, I know that's not
Yeah.
us, but I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, no, that's,
Especially, although I'm not a real veteran, because I only was in there 18 months, but to a veteran that went to Vietnam, I don't think that's fair that
right.
they can't, their kids can't be, or the town's not closed down that day, let's put it that way.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Next up is Law Enforcement Committee, Ms. Chair, Morgan Morrow.
We do not have anything tonight, no.
No, I don't think so.
I
either.
reached out
Just
to
saw
the cop
Carl.
December 15th, but
Yes.
he mentioned that last time when I wasn't here, so.
Yes.
Friendly reminder, Carl is on vacation. Chief is on vacation, so, Officer Castillo could be contacted for any issues or emergencies as well.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Man, I will update that. The only thing I have is, I mentioned at the last meeting about the ribbon cutting for Surf, or is it Surf?
Yes.
Keep messing it up. Surf Air. She did finally call me back today. It's either gonna be this Wednesday or Thursday in the afternoon. They just want to be in front of the village hall, I guess, and take a picture. They have a couple of construction workers, some big wigs from the company. So as soon as I find out the date, I'll let everyone know, whoever wants to come and
But it's
be
this
part of the
week, as far
picture.
as you know,
They said maybe this Wednesday, Thursday, or next one, Thursday. So I don't
I
even,
just put soon.
yeah, soon. So as soon as it comes out, I'll shoot out an email. So anyone that wants to come be in the picture for this opening or groundbreaking, that would be nice. All I have is the reminder of the tree lighting this Friday. It's gonna be super cold probably. The boys are gonna mark off or block off that parking lot Friday morning after everyone leaves for work, the parking lot across from Dillman's. And it'll only be blocked off until 7. Once the fire department pulls the truck in, because that's the plan this year, so we're not in the street, we'll open it back up and people can park. So you won't be able to park there for like an hour, but I think it'll be safer for the kids. We can have the fire truck pull in instead of being on the street. So, Miss Morgan is bringing, hot chocolate. Mr. Detloff has candy canes. I have gifts and Rice Krispie treats. Anyone else that comes, great, come on out. We're welcoming kids, adults, all ages. Ben, I do believe our Girl Scouts are coming. They have a meeting that day and it ends at 6. So I think they're coming to check us out that day. So
That'd be
that'll be
good.
fun. Yes, yes.
Maybe we can, sing again, the song that was,
Get some,
Yeah.
get some carols going or something. And then I don't know if anyone noticed, but you got your village checks from January. We do them in December just because that's what Marty did and it was good, nice to have that bonus in the holidays. So you did get that check in December instead of January. And that's all I have. Does, anyone have any motion to go into executive session?
No, I have a question.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
When, do you know when Sir Fair is going to like kind of continue the process? There's flags everywhere, there's lines everywhere.
She did not tell me that. She just gave me a groundbreaking, so maybe after they break the ground, they'll be able to.
Really break the ground,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's kind of like, when are you gonna be in the driveway? When are you gonna be in front? There's flags and lines all over our subdivision.
Yeah, she
It's
did
like a
let me,
circus, frankly.
yeah, she did let me know that a lot of the guys that are coming in to do the work are traveling from 2 hours away.
Okay,
I was like, dang, that stinks.
right.
So maybe they
Nowhere to
just
stay
can't
in
get as
town.
much, yeah, it would be nice if they could stay. Yeah, but, so yeah, as soon as I get a date on that, any other information she gives me, I'll forward it to everyone. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, the school, Essen Farm does look a little bit better. They did pick up the blacktop and clean up where the grass is gonna be, I guess. And I did confirm with Neil that next year, for some reason, that grass does not take. They will come back and put new grass down for grass season. So with that, the meeting is, anyone in favor to adjourn?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.